I heard about RVDillo because Caitlin and I were walking the lot and we both turned and said, holy crap, look at that tag. That is the coolest looking tag ever. I wonder what that tag, wait, what's that marking on the tag? Wait, let's get pictures of the other side of it. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So then we came in here and asked the service department what that tag is, and they said it's the RVDillo. So we tracked them down, and now we have them here. RV renters with an art twist, right? I guess.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today is what the heck is RVDillo? So, welcome to RV Small Talk, where we talk about lightweight trailers, truck campers, and all the people, places, and adventures that go right along with them. We are your hosts from Princess Craft RV. I'm PJ.
Clint isn't here, and I love armadillos.
All right. Look how good we did, Lindsay.
Yeah,
sometimes
one
it's
take.
tough for us to get going without Clint.
One take.
And I certainly can't talk as fast as he can. I can't even.
I don't think you need to.
Close. So yeah, you got to hear all the words of our intro this time.
That's right.
Yep. So let's jump in and introduce our guests because they were nice enough to come join us today.
We have Aaron and Naz. That's what I thought. Okay. Aaron and Naz from RVDillo. So thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Can you tell us what is RVDillo?
So it's so funny that you said if you wanted it to be a head turner, we're like when we commissioned the art, we're like bright colors, like fun colors, we want it to be a head turner. But yeah, it's a new camp tag XL.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, it is more than a head turner. It is like,
we'll put pictures up on
it is like crazy artwork on every square inch, and it's bright. It's like,
okay, let her tell us.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a teardrop that we rent out, that me and Aaron rent out. It's covered in art from a local Austin artist, Candy Kuo. The art is amazing. It's beautiful. We got it wrapped, and the art, and it's currently at Windy Point Park in Austin, by Lake Travis. Ooh. And we're renting it out on Airbnb.
So let's start with the RV rental part of it, and then we'll talk about the art part of it. So right now you just have one trailer.
Yes.
And it's a tag.
It's a tag.
Do you have plans to add more?
Right now we just have the tag, but we want to add more as soon as it picks up. This one is just kind of like a starter for us to see how things go. But yes, we definitely want more, and more artwork to show from different local artists around Austin.
Yeah, I know the tags and the tabs, like the new camp products, people are always asking us if we rent them. Those are really good rental units because people want to try it out. So that is a really good one to pick. What took you to the tag? You say, okay, we want a trailer to rent. Why did you land on the tag?
So we started talking about starting a business together, and then we talked about different businesses. We landed on RV rental because we love the outdoors. We used to go on runs and walks together, and it's just we love outdoorsy stuff. And then we started looking at RVs. We went to so many different dealerships, and then landed here because Princess Craft has the largest collection of RVs, and we started with the big ones, just the really big ones with bathrooms and kitchens and everything inside. And then so the only thing was Aaron had a truck, but I had a small SUV. And we're like, okay, we want to both be able to pull them. And we were amazed by how even some sedans can pull the new camp tag.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, this is it. We looked at so many different ones, but new camp tag, it was just high quality, and it had everything we needed. Except for bathrooms, which we're like, okay, we're just gonna rent it out. We're just gonna put it in places that have bathrooms. That's simple. So the kitchen's on the outside. There's a bed. Oh, we went with the XL that has the king bed. There's a bed inside, some storage space. I mean, we've both camped in it, and it's got everything we need.
And it's so cozy.
So cozy.
So this is a tag for, I don't know, is there a human that doesn't know what a tag trailer is? Because it's a small teardrop, so you can't stand up in it. I mean, wasn't that a concern? You said, let's start this business. Because some people say, I just need to stand up in it. I mean, I don't know. I would think this is kind of a niche here. So how's that been?
We're not getting any complaints from our renters.
Well, that's awesome.
Because
1 out of 10 could not stand up.
I mean, you get to stand up outside. I mean, you're going camping. You want to be outside in nature, right? When you're cooking, you're standing up because the kitchen's outside. There's plenty. I mean, you have all the nature around you while you're cooking.
Right.
You really just go in there. Like when we camped, we just went in there to sleep.
Yeah.
And it fits all my stuff. Like, I mean, there's storage under the bed. There's storage space all around, like on the walls. So yeah, just storage and sleeping inside.
I feel like it's kind of like what you say of like, I wanted to start selling truck campers and tiny trailers because the people who like to camp in those things are the people I want to hang out with. Yeah. So like same type of thing. It looks like this is how we like to camp. So we want, people who have the same camping ideas to be around us. So that's what we're going for. So I mean, I think it was a perfect choice because there's not a lot of tags out there to rent. And people that I feel like that's the one that I get the requests for the most.
Yeah, because people want to try it. They're like, I don't know. It's not kind of what I had in mind, but I can tow it. And it's so cute. And it's got everything. I don't know if that's our thing. Do you get a lot of people renting that are like brand new to the RV industry?
Definitely. We've even had a person stay at our tag and then want to buy one themselves because they loved it.
Yeah, we have so many people who say, I want to try it first. And we're like, Well,
now we'll call the RVDillo.
That was a
duh.
Right? Have an experience.
So you said you rented out on Airbnb?
We do.
How's that? Because I know a lot of people listening have been like, what would it take to rent out my RV? What is that like? What's the process? How is it like working with Airbnb and like the feedback you get and stuff like that?
I really like Airbnb. It's the only renters that we actually get. We are up on Outdoorsy and RV Share and have not had one hit on that.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're doing RV rentals, I would recommend Airbnb for sure.
I thought that was interesting because I've never seen an RV rented on Airbnb. We always say, check Outdoorsy, but I'm going to start saying check Airbnb.
Well, and I think that might be because of a couple of reasons. Because I know this will surprise you guys, but I did a little homework and I looked at all three of those. I couldn't figure out how to get destination RVs on all of them, although there is an article posted from RV Share. It's actually a video of how to find a destination trailer or how to rent as a destination trailer on RV Share. But I couldn't find it anywhere. It was hard to find.
When you say destination trailer.
Yeah, I don't even know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because okay, back up. Your trailer doesn't move. You can't rent it and go to Yellowstone. Right?
Yes.
It's a destination location. It's a stationary trailer.
So you're renting
That's
the location
unique.
and the trailer in the location.
So, I mean, this is unique in every corner because, first of all, this trailer, the way it's wrapped and the artistic part of it is, wow, I've already embarrassed myself there. But then it's a tag, so it's a unique trailer in the RV space. But it also sits at Windy Point. And you've got all the basic accoutrements with it. it doesn't go anywhere. You can't take it from there. So you have to stay at Windy Point. So all of those things are very unique. So when I started looking for how to rent a trailer that's in a location already, I found that there were deliveries there. You could easily rent an RV and say, deliver it to Windy Point. But I couldn't figure out how to rent it so that it was already there and I just showed up. So that's why Airbnb kind of makes sense to me. Yes. Do the other places have categories like that?
So the reason, like you said, the reason Airbnb worked for us is because our RV is stationary. So yes, you could do other parks on Airbnb. So for a little while, just to test it out, we picked another park around Austin, and what we would do is we posted it on Airbnb as a stationary location, except it wasn't always there. But anytime anyone rented it, we would drop it off. You put it there, yeah. But we put it on Airbnb as a stationary thing. So you would think it's always there, but it's not. We would drop it off.
That makes sense.
So why wouldn't you set it up so that people could take it anywhere? I mean, why not? Couldn't you make more money that way?
That's what we started out as, but there's a lot of risk involved. Whenever you let a renter take it out on the road, especially a first-time RVer who doesn't really know how to set things up or how anything works. So it really worked in our best interest to have it stationary to where we are the only ones that move it. We are the ones that set it up. So all they have to do is show up and enjoy it.
Perfect. So the damage is probably minimal.
Yes.
And I know that's what people are afraid of. I don't want to rent out my RV because what if something happens to it? Insurance exists, but So this is kind of a cool angle. You can still rent out your unit and kind of keep it safe. I'll park it in this spot and you just show up and camp. What kind of comments and ratings and reviews and stuff are you getting on Airbnb? Because you can see all that. Are you getting a lot of unique happy customers?
Definitely. Everybody says it's a really cute campsite. They love the views, so they're really raving about the location. They really like the fact that they can come in the AC. We've had reviews to where they're like, we were the coolest ones there. Everybody was out like in the heat and we had AC, and they really rave about that. And then they're like, even whenever it rains, we were the only dry ones because you can just go in there and lock the doors. Because at Windy Point Park, we are the only RV there allowed inside the park.
How did you manage that?
Yeah. So how does this? Do you have like a thing with the park where this is our spot? But
who do you know? That's the trick.
What is so funny is we were doing photos for Instagram to try to promote it, and we're like, okay, let's check out these parks to get like a good backdrop for it. And then when we were taking photos, the owner comes up to us and was like, hey, what is this? Because it, like she said, it like turns heads. So they're the ones that actually came up with the idea for us to go to the park.
No way.
Wow.
So you have like a designated spot. How much notice do you have to give them? Or do you just...
Not too much. Just let them know. Yeah.
You can say, hey, we're bringing our trailer out today.
Oh, it's there. The trailer's there.
Oh, so you have like a VIP spot at the park, and people just that
we do.
I did not understand this business model going into this podcast, and now I do, and I am absolutely in love with it. Can we do this?
Yes.
Well, I mean, we compete with RVDillo.
No, we're not going to compete. Why don't we just rent theirs?
Yeah.
We'll just go hang out.
It's already pretty.
RVDillo.
Okay,
I want to talk camping party at the RVDillo at Windy Point.
Mm-hmm. How many of us can we fit into a tag?
Oh, I don't think we want to do it on their tag. We'll do that on our tag.
So let's talk about the artwork. You just decided you wanted something different. And what made you turn to local artists instead of, I don't know, Google?
How are you connected? I mean, this is so cool.
Erin, you're the artist, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do?
Oh, I'm not the artist for the RVDillo. I did not do that.
Right.
But I do draw portraits, faces. It's always something I've been drawn to. And so when looking for an artist, of course, I had to look for like a portrait artist. It's Candy Quo. It's Candy Quo is her Instagram, and we want to support the local artist.
Can you spell that last name so people can look it up?
So it's Kuo. So it's Candy Quo.
And we will link to the artist and the RVDillo on our podcast page, so you can check out the trailer and the artist.
And there's also another artist. So 2 artists are working on this one, RVDillo. He goes by Wade Indeed. So it's at Wade Indeed.
Okay.
And they're a husband and wife team, and they have murals all throughout Austin. So it's so cool because I was at the Domain the other day, and I was walking down the street. I was like, oh my goodness, I love this mural. And I looked down, and it says it's Candy Quo. I was like, no wonder.
No wonder.
Yeah, but I love that it's like a mobile mural. I love it whenever we have to, we take it places, because it's just like, it's a head turner, like she said again. And everyone's like, what is that? So they're really interested in it.
And that gives you a chance to talk about the artists, which is the point.
Yes. And we have the artists on our website. They're right on the QR code whenever you scan. So you can check out, it's all like connected within there. You can check out their Instagram and their website.
So what was the process of connecting with that artist? Did you just pick someone, or did you say, I like all of these people? Do any of y'all want to do it?
Yeah, it was like a search, Austin artists, like the hashtag on Instagram. And then I went through them all, and then I sent some to Nas. And she looked at them, and they're like, oh yeah, I like this one more. And then I'd reach out to them and see if they would do a deal.
And these people just said, yes, sure.
Yeah, they were really interested in it. They haven't ever done an RV before, but they do a lot of murals. So another thing is they're mostly into like spray painting and doing things like that. So it was definitely a unique challenge for them to do things on a digital format. They're like, can we just spray it on there? And we're like, we kind of want it to be a wrap instead.
Yeah.
So is it something that it was kind of a tradesy where they get to show their art and have the QR code? Or did you say, this is how much I can pay? Or how did that deal start? We messaged them, and we were asking if they are interested. They said we were. So we met with them on like a Zoom meeting, and we kind of went back and forth. And of course, we want to pay our artists. You know, it's their work. We want to pay for that and feature them. What else?
Yeah. So we actually put together a contract to make sure that we own the art, because that's like usually not how it works when an artist.
Interesting.
I guess the default is that the artist owns the art. So like when they do a mural for you on a wall, like you can't use it for other, like it's just there, but you can't like print it on something and sell it.
Right.
But we really wanted to own it. So we put together a contract. We paid the price for it, but we put together a contract, and they're like, okay, sure, you can own it.
That way you can take pictures of the trailer and publish it and
not have any. Wow, you guys are smart. This is a lot of extra work. A lot of extra work went into this rather than just renting it out. I mean, seriously, you could have put a hot pink wrap on it and said, rent the hot pink RV. And it would have been cheaper. It would have been easier. It would have been just as visible.
But it wouldn't have been Austin.
But it wouldn't have been.
That is exactly what we were thinking. And this is all Erin. I'm like, when we decided on RV rental, I'm like, okay, we're going to buy an RV and rent it out. And Erin's like, we're going to make it Austin-y. We're going to cover it in Austin art. And when she said that, I thought she was going to put like something from Austin on there, like that I love you so much sign, or was going to say Austin or have a map of Texas. But she's like, no, I mean,
you had a vision.
Austin-y. Like it's going to be Austin-y, as in like a local artist, like something that you find in Austin.
I love it.
Yeah. And then the process, it was a lot of work, because once we had the art, we couldn't find a place to wrap it around the RV for us, because vehicle wrapping places, they have templates for cars. Or I guess, but there was nothing for a new camp tag. So we had to pay extra. We found one place that was willing to make a custom template for us. And it was a lot of work. It was a long process.
But now it's done.
Yeah, we have wrapped some trailers and we found a few people and they would make the template. They would do it for us. But I was surprised at the range of pricing because we found 2 or 3 people that would do it for us. And basically, instead of making the template, they took the windows and doors out, wrapped the side, cut it out, put the windows and doors back in. Or maybe we did that. I can't remember how we did it. But I mean, some of them were triple the price. So I guess that surprised me in wrapping of the range in prices of getting an RV wrapped. Maybe there's still such individual businesses that do that.
Yeah, it's like a one-off, I guess. It's not something that any business is going to just do, but
man,
they're out there.
A lot of effort to make a really unique trailer and then a unique situation at Windy Point. Guys, I mean, Windy Point is the coolest.
Yeah, it is the spot.
The cool spot to be.
Very Austin.
Very Austin.
Austin trailer, Austin spot. Who rents your trailer? Like, I know you said some people are like brand new and some people probably know what they're doing, but do you feel like you have the same like genre of people who rent your trailer? Like, do you see patterns?
I don't know if we do see patterns. No? Some of the people who do rent it on the spot. They're already at Windy Point. They didn't know about the RVDillo. They see it, they scan the code, and they rent it there.
Wow. Can you like do an instant rental?
Yes, you can. It's the QR code is right on the wrap. So it's just.
So people just walk up and scan it, and then do you have to come unlock it?
No, we have a code box. So as soon as they rent it on Airbnb, I give them the instructions and they're good to go.
And then you could just go, oh my
So you could be sitting here, somebody texts you.
Let's go.
Somebody scans the QR code, rents it, and they automatically get the instructions of how to get in it.
Yes.
You've got their money and it's done. You do nothing. Is that right?
Yes, that's it.
And then after they're done renting it, you just go
and clean it.
And turn it over.
Make it ready, yeah.
That's it.
So I could be out there at Windy Point and say, hey, let's just spend the night. We could just rent this. Or it's going to rain. We could rent this and be out of the rainstorm and then hang out tonight and see the stars.
Right. You could go right now.
I could go right now. Where's my phone?
Go.
Where's my phone? That is, I mean, I don't know. It all seems so simple, but how stinking cool. How many people do you think are at Windy Point and see it and rent it? Is that the majority of your renters or is it just occasional?
I would say occasional, probably about 20%.
Yeah, mostly they find us on Airbnb because, so I don't know, like people look around, or they're coming to Austin and they want something different because it's Austin. And they're like, what's out there? And then, I mean, Airbnb has been great. Like people find us, and then they're like, and a lot of them are not even RV people. They're like, oh, this is cool. Like it has everything I need. And the cool thing about Windy Point is that they have just made some changes. There are like nice showers, bathrooms, sink. I mean, everything you need. There's changing rooms, everything. They have everything you need. Plus they have like kayaking. You can kayak, you can canoe, and you can rent stuff. They rent stuff out. They have a little playground. They have things for kids. I mean, you can get in the water and then at night, and you can cook in the kitchen or you can grill outside and then you get to sleep in this cute trailer with AC and everything at night.
And that stargazer window.
That window, yeah.
Wow.
That is a super Austin experience. Like, let me find the weirdest thing I can stay in. Oh, look at this tiny RV. That's very Austin.
We love weird.
So there are plans for maybe more RVs. Have you talked to Windy Point about like how many spots could we get? Because obviously Windy Point is loving this.
At the beginning, we did have a plan with Windy Point Park, but then they switched management. So we haven't had the talk with new management yet, but management is still really cool with us staying there, and they know that we have a spot there.
And you're probably bringing them business because, yeah, even if you just go stay in the RV, then they're being opened up to Windy Point in general. So that's really cool. So you plan on maybe getting another tag, or did you want to try something different next time?
I'd be open to trying something different.
Yeah. My only thing is I have a small SUV and I love that it can pull the tag. But yeah, we're open to different things.
Well, maybe you pull the tag and then maybe Erin pulls the next thing. I mean,
Sounds good. Yeah.
I mean, you can have a tag and a tab, and that way you've got kind of similar cool stuff. I don't know.
So
it's an idea.
What do you think the hardest part of buying an RV and setting it up to rent is? What was the hardest part of that?
Honestly, Naz and I were very new to this experience. None of us were previous RV owners. And so it was about like learning everything, even from the get-go. I mean, everything, like getting the wrap, what we needed to order that would be prime for the wrap. So everything was new. So that was like the roughest part, I think, was trying to get to know everything. And we were talking about this earlier, how we're still learning new things as it goes along. Like we'll come back and have like a maintenance here. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, you shouldn't do this. We're like, oh, okay.
We've been doing that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're still learning, but that's what keeps it fun and interesting, I think, too.
Yeah, I think it's just like learning every single thing and being completely new to it. I mean, I had to go get a hitch installed on my car. Like I had never pulled anything, and I had to learn to pull something. You know, it was.
And now you're a pro.
Well, honestly, the RV makes it so simple. Like, so sometimes people see like two women like just easily moving this RV around, and they're like, what's going on here? We're like, and they're like, you need help? We're like, no, we're good.
Yeah. That's why it has handles.
Yeah,
so I can move it.
The handles, like that's all it takes. It's so simple. Like it's.
Yeah, we need you on our
doable.
Saturday afternoons to explain that to our shoppers.
Yeah, our customers. It's for.
It is
push
so
it around.
easy.
We can't have you facing the wrong way. You just spin it around until you're facing the sunset.
That's right.
And it's simple. It's easy. Like sometimes like went to that other park. Like I remember one time we had it facing one way and I was like, I think the kitchen should face the other way. And we're both like, okay.
2 seconds. Yeah, just turn it around. What do you think is the best, like your favorite moment of renting the RV or getting the RV ready to rent?
Honestly, like I think like how amazed people are, like some of the comments that people that we get from people, like the AC worked so well, like how cool it was when it like inside when it was like 110 degrees outside, or like how amazed they are by how perfect that kitchen is. I mean, that tiny thing has everything you need.
Yeah.
Like I think just like hearing how amazed people are by how much you can do with that little space. I think that's like our favorite.
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite part of
the reviews. Yeah.
Yeah, the reviews, like what people say. And
bringing other people joy is making you happy, and that makes me happy.
Yeah. Do we need to like say at this point that we're not paying you to advertise for Tag or for New Camp or for Princess Craft? You just have a cool trailer. So this is not solicited. But I do have a semi-serious, I never want to get too serious, but ew, I know. But you know, the $1 million question is it profitable? I mean, is it profitable? Really?
Do people break stuff?
people do break stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, we have insurance, and then there's an insurance through Airbnb, which, it's not bad. They help you out. They take care of you.
And customers pay when they break things?
Customers, I honestly, the process, we're not like they ask the customer, and then sometimes the customer pays, sometimes Airbnb pays. I mean, they're responsible. Airbnb's insurance is responsible.
Ooh,
and then
cool.
I know if you want to be extra safe, there's another insurance that you could buy from Airbnb. It's like through Airbnb, in case like something big happens. And,
Catastrophic insurance.
But we don't have that. We just have the regular insurance with Airbnb. But I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is it profitable? Is it working?
profitable?
Is it working?
We know people break things. We know that they don't rent all the time. You had some expenses getting into it. I mean, is this business model actually making money?
So right now it's it's been paying for itself. It doesn't get rented on weekdays. It gets rented on weekends, and we've had one night minimum. So a lot of weekends it would just get rented one night, but we just switched to 2-night minimum.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and that way, like, it is profitable. If like it gets rented every weekend, 2 nights every weekend, then it's absolutely profitable. But before that, it was just paying for itself.
Is it not available during the week, or people just don't generally rent it during the week?
People don't rent. I mean, we've had renters during the week.
But few.
It's not common.
Yeah.
It's not common,
That makes sense.
Well, I imagine South by and things like that. I mean, you might have renters during the week.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
Yeah. Wait, I'm trying to think.
Like during the winter months, that's whenever it's the slowest for sure. The summer, it's just like every weekend. It's just rented out. So that's what we're looking for.
And this is your second summer doing this, right?
Yeah, it'll be our second summer this year. So we've only been in the game for like a
Let's
year.
go.
Honestly, we thought that because Texas winters, for the most part, are not bad. So we thought it would get rented out more in winter and less in summer, because Texas summers are like brutal.
It's hard to go camping. Yeah, it's hot.
People do it. Like if you're trying to like rent out an RV, like people go camping in summer in Texas, and they don't do it in winter in Texas, interestingly. And then October and November were just ridiculously popular. Like it's
not
a lot of money in
110.
October. Yeah, I think those are prime renting, like, or
And people
camping
are off work.
seasons.
They have all the holidays and stuff. So
That's true.
you're off work and it's not hot as hell.
Well, maybe during the winter months or in like off-season months, you could do different things. Maybe then it drops down to the one day, or you could it'd be cool to have a little family barbecue out there for the day and not necessarily spend the night, but bring your family out there.
Are you giving them business ideas?
I don't know. I'm thinking... I'm thinking this very cool trailer at Windy Point could do so many things. It is super fun.
So you guys said you like camping, like before you even got the tag?
No.
No.
We love the outdoors, but I wasn't a camper. And then this is glamping. This is different.
Yeah, it's
I go
true.
camping
I was
in
going to
RVDillo.
ask you if you had a favorite camping spot in Austin.
I mean, we love Windy Point. And then there
I hope
is,
so.
Yeah. And then there is Arkansas Bend it's a completely different vibe. It's very quiet. There isn't as much to do during the day, but at night you get a lot of privacy. It's quiet. There isn't a lot of light pollution, so you can definitely see the stars at night. So
Cool.
Well, you've thought about all the outdoor stuff, that's for sure. So what's the next step? Are you going to wait a little while before you get another one?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we just had a few rough months. Winter was rough. Actually, something happened. We didn't drain, so we disconnected the water during that freeze, and but we didn't completely drain the water, so our pipes broke.
Is that why you're here?
Oops. That's why RVDillo was sitting in the lot for so long when I saw it.
I'm sorry.
Well, but I'll tell you, don't feel bad, because we have a parking lot full of people who did the same thing. Yeah. And we even call and tell them, hey, we have your unit here. Would you like us to winterize it? Oh, no, I drained the water. It'll be fine. No, it might not be fine. Oh, no, it'll be fine. Okay, well, it's not fine. So sorry. That is not only a classic newbie mistake, but old timers make those mistakes too. It just happens. So, yeah, don't feel too bad about that. We can fix it. You'll be up and running in no time.
Now we know what to do. So
yes, now you know.
We've made it through our first winter in Texas.
Well, I cannot wait to see how it goes this next summer. We'll have to keep up with you guys. And
we'll just have to rent it.
Yes, we could do that, Lindsay. That would be fun.
We'll take it. We won't break anything.
Yeah, we promise. Maybe. So, yeah, you guys check it out. It is RVDillo.com. And it's super cool.
We'll put a link to rent the trailer, a link to the fabulous local artists, and all the other links we can find.
Caitlin's got her work cut out on this one because there's so much to talk about.
In the show notes at rvsmalltalk.com. You can also check out RV Small Talk, and I'm sure RVDillo on Facebook. Mm-hmm. There you go.
All right. And Airbnb. You can just go there and rent it.
You could.
Yeah.
She'll give you the code right now.
Right now you could rent it. All right, everybody, get out your phones.
Well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for having us. It was fun.
Good.
It's meant to be fun.
Well, I will look forward to seeing you guys again. I will not look forward to seeing your trailer again, however. But unless it's like an annual maintenance, okay? Deal?
Deal.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.